Here's a great one. So this one's called a balancing toy. Now, you guys know what balance is, right?
Yes.
I hope we do.
I hope so,
right? It's really balance is an interesting thing for kids. It's something they don't think about, right? But why is it that if you stand on one foot, sometimes if you're not really careful, you tip over? What is happening to you?
Gravity.
Right, it's gravity.
Yes.
And it's because your center of balance or your center of gravity is off, right? And when it's off, it's going to pull you down one way or another. And gravity is, of course, a force, and a force is a push or a pull, right? Okay. So if you just think about gravity,
She does this to you. She makes you feel stupid.
But if you think about gravity, it's all around you all the time, and it has a lot to do with how toys work. Okay.
All right.
So balance is a really interesting thing for kids to think about, and you can show kids the idea of a center of balance or a center of gravity by just giving them something to balance, and something that's a normal, even on both sides thing. You can balance right in the middle.
Right.
Well, most kids think everything balances in the middle. It does not. So one of the really dumb low-tech things you can do with your kid is just walk around with your silverware and try to get them to find the center, and they'll try to balance it in the middle, and they won't. So have them try to balance your silverware. When they get bored with that,
Probably don't want to use the fine china.
no,
right?
no fine china, no fine china. Well, unless you want it to break, and and then you can talk all about that as a
There you go.
gravity, how gravity breaks things. Okay, but so this is a really cool and very classic old toy. Now we sell this at C-Zone. They're very inexpensive, maybe $5, and most kids will try to balance the eagle in the middle, right? Because you
That's
think,
what you would
it's
think.
in between the wings, right? But he falls over. You can actually balance this toy on its nose.
On the
Watch.
beach? Really?
Isn't that cool? And you can do
is
it.
cool.
You can do it using the stand too, which makes it even more dramatic, right? So the kids are like, "There's no way you can balance a bird on his beak." But
You would never
can,
think that.
because the center of gravity is right, sort of in the top of his head. Okay. So here's a really fun, low-tech way to repeat this in your kitchen. You make a balancing butterfly. You can either cut out your own butterfly, or we have this form available at curiositykzone.com. You can just download it and print it out on a piece of paper.
Okay.
You're just going to trace this, cut it out, let your kids decorate that. That's worth a good half-hour of fun right there. And then all you're going to do is you're going to take 2 pennies, and you're going to either hot glue or tape them to each of the wings on the underside, okay? And all of a sudden your kids are going to go from being able to balance their butterfly sort of in the middle, which is kind of boring,
Right.
to being able to balance the butterfly on its nose.
Oh, wow.
So it's like the same concept
Yeah.
as before.
Here, you try it.
That's
Stick-
cool.
Balance it right on your... Isn't that freaky?
Ooh,
It
and then,
feels-
and then it's kind of
it feels
fluttering a little
kinda
bit
weird,
too.
right?
That is weird.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't think that.
Yeah.
I'd go for the middle.
Right, exactly. So it gives kids that aha moment of like, whoa, I had no clue, right? To us at C-Zone, that's what it's all about.
Right.
It's hard to explain physics to a 3-year-old, but man, if you can get them just observing, like why do some things fall down and
Right.
some things stand up and some things balance in the middle, some things balance on the side, get some thinking. Okay.